17:30, I'm like, hey, what's up? Since your pretty eyes, soon as you came in the door, I just wanna chill, got a sack across the road. Got into the money, introduced her to my store.
His son asked him to look at his daughter Carly when she saw something absolutely horrifying.
Hey, Dad, look at Carly!
Get up here, Carly!
At first, he didn't realize what exactly spoke to Carly, so he rushed up to see what it was, but it had already vanished, and then he reviewed the footage. His son asked him to look at his daughter Carly.
So I see that you have a...
Hang on, buddy.
This biker's first instinct was to save his girlfriend. They hydroplaned, sliding across the wet road. He used his body to shield her. When they stopped, he didn't care about the bike, just her. This biker's first instinct...
Tired of endless lags in the online game?
Not in Grandma's house. Not in Grandma's.
Everyone thought this guy was...
Breaking news, we finally know what 6-7 means.
Bro, the biggest heist in history just happened. Yeah, the Louvre, the world's most famous museum, the one with the Mona Lisa, and millions of dollars of artwork just got robbed. Yeah, the whole heist was literally something straight out of GTA. 4 guys dressed as construction workers, in broad daylight right after the museum opened, drove a mechanical ladder truck up to a second-story window, cut through the glass with power tools, and went straight for the French crown jewels that's worth hundreds of millions of dollars. But they did something very brilliant, because here is how they got away with it. Because the cops have found no clues and no suspects. This wasn't luck, this was a plan. They didn't just hit a random window, they hit the one part of the museum that was under construction. That's why the alarm in that gallery was broken. And even more crazier is that the third of the rooms had no security cameras. They didn't find a blind spot. They found an open wound. Subscribe and I will catch the thieves myself. Bro, the biggest heist in history just happened.
If guest 666 was a survivor instead, the Spectre would make them forget the good memories during their friendship with Noob, but remember how they hurt each other. Noob would try to make things right, but Sixer would only resent them more, and they would be an outcast, especially for their name. However, their strength from using scripts would let them leap and claw at the killer. If guest 666 was a survivor...
A woman visited her brother's house deep in the Appalachian Mountains when strange sounds started coming from the basement, and it seemed hopeless. She thought this might be her final night in that house. So, she did the only reasonable thing and decided to investigate what their grandfather had warned them to never open. She was there in the isolated mountain home where her brother had been living for years, completely alone with whatever was behind that locked basement door. But fortunately, she had her brother with her to face whatever happened next. But after roughly 2 days of hearing scratching and whispers echoing from below, the sounds got louder every single night. And after another evening of the noises growing more desperate, she placed a cross on the basement door thinking it would protect them. And what she heard when they finally unlocked that door made them both realize why their grandfather took that warning to his grave. A woman visited her brother.
Bro, I swear YouTube feels like luck sometimes. Like, I'll spend hours editing, trying to make the best video ever, and it barely gets any views. Then I see some random clip blow up for no reason. It's like the algorithm just spins a wheel and picks who wins that day. I keep trying new ideas, new thumbnails, new styles, but it still feels like I'm talking to a wall. And yeah, I know it takes time, but it's hard not to feel invisible when you're putting in all that work. Sometimes I wonder what I'm doing wrong. But then I remember, even one person watching is better than none, so I keep going, hoping that one day, the right video just hits. Subscribe so you can say you're an OG. Bro, I swear YouTube feels like luck sometimes. Like...
воспоминания о тебе. У камина в 6 утра разбитая душа, и все твои обещания пустота.
Rating my top 3.
This guy is the fastest arm wrestler on the planet. Blink once and boom, you're pinned, bro. He sets the grip, tiny thumb twitch, then explodes sideways so fast the table shakes. People swear the videos are fake, but watch how his opponent's faces go from confident to cooked in under a second. But then he faces a much bigger champ, and what he does next will shock you. But first, if you could pick a superpower, what would it be? Transform into this weird cat, ignore, super speed,
Round and round we go, holding on to pain, driven by our ego.
How to actually stamina manage. Try to waste a killer's ability for free regen. Always look behind you. Make the killer desperate. Use looping areas to get away easier.
I'm about to end this man's whole career.
Be unpredictable when you have no stamina. Try to loop the killer. Also try to watch if they are following you. Subscribe.
Has this ever happened to you before? Someone loops you and it feels like you'll never be able to catch them. Like they always have more stamina than you. Let me put it like this. Would you rather start a chase with 60 stamina or 110 stamina? Well, 110, obviously. How about this? Would you rather start the chase here or here? Obviously here. If you rewatch that clip again, the noob started the chase from about this far, with Cool Kid having about 70 stamina. Not only does Cool Kid still have so much distance to make, Noob has 30 more stamina. 3 extra seconds of sprint where Cool Kid could do nothing but walk. This won't do. It'll take forever for Cool Kid to catch up. So what do? Well, you might have some abilities that could help, but if you know the trick, you don't even need to use them. Our goal here is to start the chase with max stamina as closely as possible. So what if we just wait here until our stamina is maxed, and then start the chase? Restarting the chase with full stamina this close will certainly let us reach the survivor in under 12 seconds. But what if the survivor...
You have likely heard the stamina management tip many times. Don't let it reach 0. Don't let it reach 0. Don't let it reach 0. This is a very good tip, as letting it reach 0 causes you to lose tons of stamina in a chase that either gets you killed or loses you all your distance. But a similar tip that's used for a different reason is to never let it hit 100 either. If you let your stamina hit 100, you're missing out on potential stamina that could have been regenerated, but it's just sitting there stagnant. Of course, you don't want to completely drain your stamina bar either though, so to keep it high, while also making sure you don't lose any potential stamina, use stutter stepping. It's like League of Legends certain Clash Royale. Don't do it unless it's in very certain circumstances.
3 tips to improve your stamina management in Forsaken in 30 seconds. First thing, don't go to 0 stamina. When you go to 0 stamina, you have 3 seconds where you cannot regain stamina, meaning you'll have less time to sprint later on in the chase. Second thing, don't go to 100 stamina. If you go to 100 stamina, you are losing distance, as in that time you could instead sprint and then walk after, as the killer has 110 stamina compared to your 100. Thirdly, when you are low on stamina, try to juke. This gives more time for your team to assist you. Use stuns either at the start or the later half of chase, as one way extends the chase and the other gives you a very solid advantage, as you will gain a lot of distance when they reach their max stamina. 3 tips to improve.
Forsaken might have just gave a hint as to the next killer. For the next major content update, Jane was actually confirmed to be coming, which gives us a clue as to what the killer will be as well. Since Jane... So just another day playing Forsaken, when this guest decided to bug abuse. Earlier in the round, I gashing wounded him into the wall, leaving him alone, thinking he would just get kicked from the game. But when I still saw him on the leaderboard, I knew something wasn't right. But when I went back to check on him, I see this. Having a party without me. So naturally, I tried hitting him through the wall somehow, but that clearly did nothing.
Bro, that was terrifying.
Wrap it up.
I couldn't get out. The f you mean glitch abusing?
LOL! Twin. Just throwing it out there for anyone who doesn't know, this is very much glitch abusing. It literally could not be more cookie cutter than this. The rules literally mention gashing wounds animation bugs. Now I understand if he couldn't reset character, but straight out refusing the abuse of any bug and being toxic by emoting on me. I mean, come on, nothing else really happened. Besides him calling me a nerd LOL. Let me know what you guys think of this in the comments. So just another day playing Forsaken. But when I went back to
He went to his grandparents.
When these dogs see a delivery man, you better hide. Because at number 3, he turned into an Olympic swimmer real quick. And at number 2, bro just unlocked flying mode.
Remix. How to actually loop killers. Try to loop in areas where you can run away. Try to keep track of the killer's stamina. You can also fake loop. Loop around large objects. Watch the killer in case they try to cut you off. How to actually loop.
Did you know there's a way to kill the killer in Roblox Forsaken? I know what you're thinking, how is that possible? Do I have to stab? Did you know there's a way to kill the killer in Roblox Forsaken? I know what you're thinking, how is that possible? Do I have to stab him a million times as two-timer Shaletsky? No, because the answer is use a gun. And if that don't work, use more gun. Yeah, that's right, there is a secret game mode in Forsaken that lets you attack the killer. And if you guys want to see what happens to the game if you actually kill them, click the video down below. Did you know there's a way to kill the killer?
If you were like me and have played Forsaken, you might have died from a killer due to stamina. So in today's video, I will be showing you guys how to manage stamina. Click the related video to fully watch it. If you were like me,
how to actually juke killers. Run towards the killer to bait them. Turn around when you are behind an object. Try to act like you're cornered. Try to go close to bait an ability. Pretend to go one direction, then quickly change.
I'm about to English man's whole career.
Bait the killer's ability by hitting a wall. Always look at the killer. Subscribe. How to actually juke kill.
And you think?
Oh! Oh!
For this
Ring around the road. This is what happens when you leave it to somebody else. If you want it done right, you should just do it yourself. You oversaturate your world with nothing but machines. You might make everyone happy, but you're dead inside just like me. Ring around the
Can you guess the Forsaken song? Let's go! Which killer?
You know, there's millions of people without the health insurance they need. You deserve something better and better. Plans with low out-of-pocket premiums, local doctors, and rewards for healthy choices. That's why we're America's #1 marketplace health insurance. And Better Health, on a mission for better. You know, there's millions of people without the health insurance they need. You deserve something better and better. Plans with low out-of-pocket premiums, local doctors, and rewards for healthy choices. That's why we're America's #1 marketplace health insurance. And Better Health, on a mission for better. You know, there's millions of people without the health insurance they need. You deserve something better and better. Plans with low out-of-pocket premiums, local doctors, and rewards for...
Look at you, whole...
Keith tried to deep-fry turkey. Third-degree burns over 90% of his body. I ever tell you about the time Keith tried to deep-fry turkey? Third-degree burns over 90% of his body.
Hey guys, I heard we were baking. Oh, fuck! Chocolate chips, what do I do? Where's the condensed milk? Forgot to buy the butter is fucking bad. This is so easy. I wonder why everyone's in a rush. Hey guys, I heard we were baking. Oh, fuck! Chocolate chips, what do I do? Where's the condensed milk? Forgot to buy the...
How much catnip? This group of friends entered an unexplored cave system.
What if Freddy was a killer in Forsaken? Freddy's M1 would be a paw slash, which deals 24 damage and does a soul status effect highlighting you white. His first ability, called Performance, gives him a microphone